Hello there! So the books I ordered like 3 weeks ago finally arrived. Yay! And there's just 3 of them, but I wanted to share them with you because they're really awesome books and I wanted to show you which ones I got. So the first book is called I Tell You I Love You But Then I Have to Kill You by Ellie Carter, and it's the first book in the Galaga Girls series. I've actually already read this book about a month ago, but I enjoyed it so much that I just had to get it as well. Also, I kind of have this little compulsion to an obsession to buy books, not just read them but to own them as well, which is not like, which probably works best for people who have tons of money at their disposal, but I make do. So the second book is also by Ellie Carter and it's called Uncommon Criminals, and it's the sequel to High Society, okay. I actually just filmed a review on that one and I'm gonna upload it in sometime the next few days, so look out for that one. I really like this book and I'm so looking forward to reading this. I can't even tell you. The last book is by James Patterson and it's Saving the World and Other Extreme Sports, and it's the 3rd book in the whole Maximum Ride series. I literally just now finished School's Out Forever? Yeah, I think that's the 2nd book. And I actually put off reading the 2nd book until I was sure to have the 3rd book because I hate that span of, I don't know, maybe hours or days between 2 books that's just, where you just want to know what's gonna happen next. You're like, I need to know. I can't stand that. It's the worst for me, so I always try to time my books in a way where I can be like, okay, it's finished, but here's the 2nd one. So that's what I did with this one, and I already started. I'm like, how far am I in? Like 20 pages, and I have to tell you, it's so cool. It's weird. The story is so weird, but I'm still enjoying it so much. I don't even know what's wrong with me. Really. When I talk to my friend about what this book is about, she's all like, and I'm just telling her, you know, this book is kind of awesome, and she probably declared me for crazy right then and there. But it's really cool, and I love the style of writing of these books. It's really witty. Like not only the dialogue, just it's so cool. I'm lost for words if you couldn't tell. And it's just cool. It's just the way it is. This book actually ties over pretty well to my current reads because it's one of them. And also I'm currently reading, or attempting to read, Harry Potter y la Piedra Filosofal, which is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone in Spanish, because I've been wanting to get back into Spanish forever and I'm forgetting everything because I'm not practicing it, and I'm really mad at myself for letting my brain forget everything that I once knew. Poetic moment right there. But it's really not that difficult. It's just I'm not exactly in the mood for reading Harry Potter right now. That's the problem. But anyway, it's Spanish, it's different. I mean, but look at this cover. I hope it's focusing right now. But this is so cool. Like, I think the Spanish covers are the prettiest ones, seriously. There's like the unicorn, and then there's Fluffy and Harry on his broomstick. It's just so awesome. And the others are just as beautifully drawn, so love the Spanish covers, have to say that. And then the last book I am currently reading is, drum roll, The Prague Cemetery. Finally got into that book, and it is so difficult. Ooh. So this book is actually historical fiction, and if you know me at all, you know that I am not exactly history savvy. I mean, I enjoyed classes, but for some reason I could never make the stuff I learned stick in my brain. I always forgot it. Like, I studied something for a test and then afterwards it was like as if I had never heard of it before. Every time. So I thought, you know, maybe reading about it in a cool book may make you remember things. I did catch on to some stuff, like more than I thought I would. I did recognize and notice things, but still it's so difficult to read because they are like name dropping like crazy in this book, and all the time I'm seriously switching between this book and Wikipedia, like looking up who that is and what organization that is, because this book is not even like, it is about European history, but more specifically about Italian history, and I don't know one bit about Italian history, like anything at all. So if they tell you the name of a politician and it's like, what? Who's that guy? Is that a thing? Is that a person? Is that a noun? What is that? But also it's really an interesting story so far, and I am somewhat enjoying it, although I do have to force myself to really sit down and read it. I love the language of it though, for some reason. I mean, it's a translation, and I'm generally not a big fan of translations, but I do like it. But the best part about this book is probably the stereotypes in it. I think in the second chapter, the narrator is just talking about his stereotypical opinions of races, like, for pages. And especially love the part about the Germans, because he puts Austrians and Germans into like one thing. Like, he says they're the same, so I do feel like that's sort of supposed to apply to me as well. And it's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. Let me just read a little bit of it to you, because it's absolutely, wait, you will know what I mean when I tell you. I have known Germans and even worked for them, the lowest conceivable level of humanity. A German produces on average twice the feces of a Frenchman. Hyperactivity of the bowel at the expense of the brain, which demonstrates their physiological inferiority. During times of barbarian invasion, the Germanic hordes strewed their route with great masses of fecal matter. Even in recent centuries, French travelers knew immediately when they had crossed the Alsace frontier by the abnormal size of the turds left lying along the roads. And if that were not enough, the typical German suffers from bromidrosis, foul-smelling sweat. I can't even pronounce that. Foul-smelling sweat, and it's been shown that the urine of a German contains 20% nitrogen, while that of other races has only 15%. I did not know that. And this goes on for like 3 pages just talking about Germans. And the whole time I was reading this, I was just like laughing. It's so ridiculous. I mean, it's terrible that people at this time had so many prejudices and you know, preconceived opinions of other people and other races, but it's just, reading about it is just so funny. So anyway, if you are history savvy, especially European history savvy, you should totally check the book out. It's not so much educational because it sort of demands a certain level of knowledge already, but if you know some stuff and you don't mind looking up other stuff you might not already know, go check it out, because the story behind it is really good, and I'm enjoying it. Yeah, that's it for my haul and for my current reads. I am going to talk to you guys soon. Bye!